Greetings, dear ones. I am M. I have come this day for a very special reason, very special intent, to help you land an energy on planet Earth, to help you bring your higher self in connection to everything you're doing. I have come in with a balanced energy. Many of you think that that means that there is no sexuality. That is not the case. The case is that it is a balanced energy in all areas. It is only when you pretend to be a human that many times you must decide which side you will be on. And the challenge of it is that even as a spirit, when you have many incarnations in one area, you tend to come back in that over and over again. But right now on planet Earth, you are seeing more influx of the feminine, more raising of the balanced energies on planet Earth. These are the reasons that you see such discord, such force, such takeover. The old energies, the masculine energies are here. How do you work with that? Many of you turn on the television and get so discouraged you turn it off. Well, we tell you, dear ones, there are some difficult energies here that you see on your planet right now. And that's exactly what this is. As this wave of light came in, it came in from a number of different sources, but you basically brought it in with you and all the new energies that are here, including the crystal, including the indigos. Every other part of it has come in with a higher level of this connection. And as so, you have brought in a new energy of balanced power. Well, that is the challenge for many of you. But you foresaw this. Many of you saw what was going to take place on planet Earth, and you positioned yourselves accordingly. And right now we tell you there's more of the Eve family on this planet than ever before. This is as it should be. These are the reasons that you came. Many of you have brought yourselves in here to be here at an exact junction of time and space. Many of you even chose to not take in your first set of parents, but to choose another set of parents that you may not completely harmonize with in order to place yourself at an exact junction where you could make a difference. You have approximately 20% of the planet right now that is in what we call a backup plan. It's very simple, it's very beautiful, but it means that you put yourself in here at a very specific time. How do you carry that energy? How do you express your power as a balanced being? That is the question. That is what you are all wrestling with right now. You see power being played out in many ways on your planet. You see it being redefined in many ways. And we tell you force is not power. This has always been this way in the past. And we tell you that all governments have played this game to some degree. We are not speaking of a single government or a single energy that we are talking about, but it's playing out in many parts of your world right now, where the masculine energies, the masculine powers that be, are claiming. They're grasping at everything they can grasp at, thinking that this is the last opportunity to make those plays, to grasp, and being motivated by their own greed in many ways. This does not have to be, and it is up to you to change it. What you will soon find, dear ones, is that the collective vibration of humanity, the collective heart, and that's what we wish to speak of this day. The collective heart is what you came in to bring, and that's the beauty of this balanced energy that I get to represent to you. Not being masculine or feminine, not even being human, but letting your spirit come out. This is why we are so excited about the spirit rights that you speak of. For this is truly what takes place. these spirit rights on your planet. Each spirit has a whole set of undeclared rights. Wouldn't it be nice if your governments knew about them? They will shortly. Not necessarily that they will even read what you are writing, but we tell you the collective vibration will have its day on planet Earth. And that is the balanced energy of the masculine and feminine coming back together as one, both in full power. That's the beauty. That's the truth of this. Now, of course, you have all those that are invested in the old ways. And this will continue for some time until you reach this collective vibration where you have had enough. When humanity is done with this, when you have learned all that you can learn from this, when you have seen your own reflection in all these different ways, enough, you'll change it. And that's what we ask you to hold. Hold that thought. Hold that energy. And hold it in your heart, and hold it as your truth. Project yourself down the road in the timeline. Understand that it's already been resolved. You're simply going through the mud puddles to get there. These are the times that you came for. You've all been on planet Earth at various times before. None of you on Earth right now are new to this area. You've all been heavily invested in planet Earth and the growth. And now that you have the opportunity to carry more light in your own physical being, to integrate more of who you truly are without the density of it all, there'll be many who grasp at the old ways, who pull you back down, who say, no, that is not the way. That is not what is written. Dare to write again. Dare to claim your future. Dare to set it into motion. And watch what happens. When a collective vibration reaches an understanding, everything changes. That is the truth of this. Your technologies are in full support of this, which is why you have so many, and we tell you there will be many who try to control your technologies, who have already tried to block certain things in their countries so that their people would not be too empowered. Well, we tell you that happened in the 6th century with Constantine as well. A rewriting of the Bible and many of the truths that you had known because they were afraid that you might take your power. Well, you're back. And that's the beautiful part of it. So the question is, why did you need to be here this day? Why were you called specifically? And what was your agreement before you came in? That is the beautiful part of what I get to do. Because I work in what you call the Tavern of Light. This is the beautiful place where every spirit goes before an incarnation. They sit at the table, they draw in all of their spiritual family, past, present, and future. They make contracts, they make agreements, they make opportunities to get something done. Well, we tell you, dear ones, you are part of a large contract here. The times of change, you are on the planet of free choice. We cannot tell you that this will naturally go toward its highest level. But that's why you incarnated in so many numbers. That's why the E family is back with such an energy to make a difference in the collective vibration of humanity. So do not be discouraged when you see the difficulties on planet Earth. Do not be discouraged when you turn on your news and you see the old masculine ways of using force over power or in the place of power. You hold the power. That is the part that we are here to tell you. You hold the power of creating your reality right in front of you. Do that in a balanced way and share it with your neighbors. Share it with all those who will listen to you. And you will bring your light to home. As you start to do that, everything starts to change. And we tell you, dear ones, many of you will be calling in members of your spiritual family which you have not met before. It is a beautiful energy to see this take place, because all of you have been in a reunion of sorts on planet Earth. And now you will start to see even more of it. It is very magical. Welcome these people as they come through your life, because that's what they will do. Not all will stay within your boundaries or work with you on a daily basis, but beings will start to come through your life in the most beautiful way. Take what they have to offer you. Take the reflection that they will bring you. Thank them for their memories that they help you remember, and move forward in the collective. And hold that vision of yourself as the highest being. Hold that vision of your light being held within a physical being. And it starts to connect. These are the holograms that are creating the new planet. These are the new energies which you are working with. We tell you, dear ones, that if you shine a beam of light from this angle here, it is a beautiful beam of light, photons moving without density at the highest possible speed in your universe. But yet if you take another beam of light and you cross it with it, and even a third or a fourth or a fifth, you now have the opportunity to create a hologram, a fully three-dimensional project which can create reality. Now, we tell you it's not actually a beam of light as you know it to be, but a beam of your heart light. And the more people that focus on this from different angles, the more concise this new hologram of light is becoming. That's what we ask you to do. You have done it before. You have done it in the days of the Magna Carta. You have done it in the days of the Declaration of Independence. You have done it so many times on your planet. You've actually done it back in the early days of Babylon as well. There are many times on your planet where the critical mass has reached a certain level and simply could not move past it. You are at one of those junctions now. Come together in some way. Hold a vision of this new planet. Hold a vision of why you came here. And even if you can't see it, because you will be one of the last that see yourself in the mirror, that is the nature of the veil which you have devised. You have agreed to play this game blindfolded. And so you have, over and again. But now is the time where you can remember. Start it in your heart and hold it there. That is the place where you make a difference. And when you connect with others and everyone focuses their heart's desire, you create a new hologram. That is what is taking place. Now, there are many who feel that energy and feel that change and wish to hang on to the old ways. You will feel pullbacks from this. You will feel many grasping at the old ideals, the old ways of success seemingly on your planet. Be very cautious what you give your power to, dear ones. You brought something in which is very unique. And we tell you it is customs of planet Earth, that you would come in and find something to reflect your power. Because of the veil in front of you, you could not see yourself. You could not see your own shadow. You could not see the light coming from your heart. So you created these reflections. Some of them were religions. Some of them were belief systems. Some of them were experiences that you've had that allowed you to take yourself and step down a new path. Anyone who's ever had what you call a near-death experience comes back with a whole new vision of what life is about. These are the types of reflections that many of you have gone through. Now is the time where you can reflect each other's light in a most beautiful way and focus that energy to create a collective vibration of home. These are the times when you are carrying more of your light. Not easy. Doesn't always seem to fit in the world. cannot always see the reflection of it in one way or the other. But you are the greatest beings that have ever lived. You are the family of E. You are the truth behind the empowerment words. And as such, when you work together in harmony, you will create everything in front of you. These are the most difficult transitionary periods on planet. But now, all of them can start moving. We ask you during the next several months to start repositioning your lives, to look at new opportunities, to look at what you need to be happy on this planet. And if you have been playing the game of putting one foot in front of the other, consider what it would be like to take a right turn or a left turn. Consider what it would be like to change your dance, to shift your rhythm, to change something intentionally. And then you play the old human tapes. Well, what if I change my direction and it's the wrong direction? There is no wrong direction. You will learn something no matter where you go. But once you learn the power of being in charge of yourself, that's when it all comes together. Those are the connecting points for all of you in the new energy. It's a beautiful time to be here. No one said it was going to be easy. But we are not worried. We are watching planet Earth from afar. We are not concerned because the best people for the job are on the job. You have already incarnated. You are there. You are finding each other. Does it mean that you must all come together in one belief system? No, dear ones, that will not happen. But what will happen is that a little bit of success goes a very long way. And what you are seeing now is the grasp into the old ways. Set your intent, set your heart that this will change. That you will start seeing a world that is kinder, that is gentler, that knows how to harmonize with each other. The day that you start looking at the ways that you are alike more than that the ways that you are different is the day that all of it shifts. And it's closer than you think. Because you have such great hearts. That is the beauty. Find that passion. Step into it in some way. Even if you think it has no value. If it makes your heart sing, you are part of the collective. What if everybody did that? The world would change in an instant. The reality is, dear ones, that you have more from the E family that is here on this planet than ever before. You have some of the most powerful creators on this planet right now, holding this light and this beautiful energy. Some of you still doubt yourselves. That is okay. That is not the important part. The important part is that you're here. And that you're holding a light, and that you've brought something from home that only you could carry. We tell you, dear ones, the tides are changing. There will be a shift coming in your energy in the time that you call March of the coming year, especially toward the end of what you call March. There's an energy coming in at that time which will help you reset. Position yourselves in the highest place now. Find where you wish to be. To let your heart out. To start creating that hologram of life. Where are your dreams? Many of you have been in survival mode, and as such, you've lost your dreams. When you are fighting day to day to make something happen, you would lose sight of the larger vision. These are the times to bring it back. That is what you came from. And as you do, you will find help from the other side coming through you very strongly. You will find other members of your family finding you. Spiritual family that comes out of nowhere, that will cross and intersect your life, to help reflect you for just a moment, to remind you that you're in the most beautiful paths, the most beautiful, magical moments of your life. Look at your own histories and your own biases, because each of you will have to determine that yourselves. All of you have been slightly out of balance one way or the other. On planet Earth, it is part of the nature of duality which you have been living in. Now, you are living in a field of triality which is quite different from what you have stepped in out of. But yet you do not have all those pieces yet. Hold it here first. Know that you are not alone. Do what you can to connect in any one of the number of ways that you can with the others. That's what focuses the heart energy and forms the new hologram that creates the new planet. This is more possible today than it was even last week. We know that you cannot see these advances. We know that you get very downtrodden and drained from many of the energies which are forcefully on planet Earth right now. And in the past, these have succeeded. They will not succeed. It is not the way of the new energy, dear ones. Support your light and share it in the collective in the most beautiful ways. And you will start to create this hologram and to step into it. The greatest hologram creators are here. We call them the family of E. And we thank many of you for being here. Many of you have actually amassed enough energy and wisdom to move on to other experiences, and yet you've brought yourselves back here so that you could be a part of this beautiful energy. Well, now is the time to awaken from the dream, to hold it deep within you, and position yourself for the wind at your back. Position yourself for a new coming, a new energy, and a new hologram of light. It is with the greatest of honor that I ask you to treat each other with respect. Nurture one another at every opportunity. Know that you are whole and complete beings, balancing in a new way, and play well together. Aspavo.
Aspavo. I have to get around you on this stage. Wonderful. All right, I did that without falling. Well, I like what was said. Take a right turn.